I've been trying my best to avoid this topic for a couple of weeks now, but I don't think there's much point in delaying the inevitable any longer. That's right. Let's talk about disgusting feminist Lena Dunham.
Part of feminism is the freedom to let other women make choices you don't necessarily understand. So while you may not want to walk out with like tape like X's on your nipples and booty shorts, that may be the strong feminist choice for another woman. And even if you can't imagine yourself in her shoes, part of your job as a feminist is just to support her.
It is an incredible problem that 53% of women in this country, 53% of white women in this country voted for Donald Trump, which means that they're not only voting against the interests of their sisters, of women who may not look like them, who they may not understand, but whose rights are just as important. But it's also remember that they are, in that case, voting against their own best interests.
And even if you can't imagine yourself in her shoes, part of your job as a feminist is just to support her.
And to me, a part of feminism is, it's almost like being a parent to a teenager where they're so mad at you, they think you're such a piece of crap, and you're like, I know you hate me right now, but I love you, and everything I'm doing is because I love you.
There's not one guy who works on that show who hasn't seen the literal inside of my vagina.
Draw your ovaries.
Lena Dunham describes sexually abusing her little sister.
It looks terrific.
You saw a penis, right?
I do feel like Lena Dunham does get a lot of criticism for her nudity because she is not considered attractive. Let's keep it real. There's a lot of that.
I have an opinion on that. And my opinion is you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Lady parts, gentleman junk.
One day, as I sat in the driveway in Long Island playing with blocks and buckets, my curiosity got the best of me. Grace, her little sister, and I leaned down between her legs and carefully spread open her vagina. She didn't resist, and when I saw what was inside, I shrieked.
Penis, 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 vagina, anus, penis, 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 vagina.
You're ugly and you shouldn't be naked on this show so often.
Penis, anus, vagina.
Lena Dunham is a horrifically annoying feminist who, brace yourself, has proven to be a dishonest, hypocritical fuckhead. That's right, a dishonest, hypocritical fuckhead feminist. I couldn't believe it either. So what am I talking about?
Penis?
Well, back in August, Lena gifted the world with this pearl of feminist wisdom via Twitter. By the way, Lena, we know you're lying about what you had for lunch. Anyway, fast forward a few months and Harvey Weinstein gets outed for sexually assaulting a heap of actresses, which sparks the feminist inquisition affectionately known as #MeToo. And amongst the onslaught of accusations made during the #MeToo inquisition is one directed at Murray Miller, a screenwriter and dear friend of Lena Dunham. So Lena makes the bold move of releasing a public statement.
During the windfall of deeply necessary accusations over the last few months in Hollywood, we have been thrilled to see so many women's voices heard and dark experiences in this industry justified. It's a hugely important time of change and, like every feminist in Hollywood and beyond, we celebrate. But during every time of change, there are also incidences of the culture, in its enthusiasm and zeal, taking down the wrong targets. We believe, having worked closely with him for more than half a decade, that this is the case with Murray Miller. While our first instinct is to listen to every woman's story, our insider knowledge of Murray's situation makes us confident that sadly this accusation is one of the 3% of assault cases that are misreported every year. It is a true shame to add to that number, as outside of Hollywood women still struggle to be believed. We stand by Murray, and this is all we'll be saying about this issue.
Thanks to Mayamu for reading Lena Dunham's part. Poor Sugar Tits has got a bit of a cold at the moment. I mean, I did ask her to do it and she was like,
as you wish.
And so I was like, yeah, your voice sounds a little bit croaky. Maybe I'll just ask someone on Twitter. And so she was like,
if that is your destiny.
And so I was like, yeah, it's my destiny. You get some rest. So anyway, the sheer hypocrisy of Lena Dunham
Penis?
saying that women don't lie about rape, then just a few months later coming out and saying, except for this lying bitch accusing my friend of rape, didn't go unnoticed. And so what does she do? She retracts her statement and issues a grovelling apology the very next day.
Every woman who comes forward deserves to be heard fully and completely, and our relationship with the accused should not be part of the calculation anyone makes when examining her case. Every person and every feminist should be required to hear her. Under patriarchy, I believe you is essential. Until we are all believed, none of us will be believed. We apologize to any women who have been disappointed. As feminists, we live and die by our politics, and believing women is the first choice we make every single day when we wake up. Therefore, I never thought I would issue a statement publicly supporting someone accused of sexual assault, but I naively believed it was important to share my perspective on my friend's situation as it has transpired behind the scenes over the last few months. I now understand that it was absolutely the wrong time to come forward with such a statement, and I am so sorry. We have been given the gift of powerful voices, and by speaking out, we were putting our thumb on the scale, and it was wrong. We regret this decision with every fiber of our being.
What a silly sausage. But here's the fucked up part. Remember, in her initial statement, she claimed to have insider knowledge of Murray Miller's situation. But then in her apology, she says our relationship with the accused should not be part of the calculation anyone makes when examining her case. Of course it shouldn't.
Of course!
But if Lena had any inside knowledge of Murray's situation as it relates to the accusation against him, then that should be part of the calculation. Like if, for example, he was out with Lena shopping for butt plugs at the time he's alleged to have raped this woman, then of course it should be part of the calculation.
Of course! Of course!
It seems like the insider knowledge referred to in Lena's original statement is nothing more than, I know him, he's my friend, I don't think he'd do that, this bitch is lying. What a complete fucking...
Anus.
Recession, session.